Yo, what up? It's your boy Epic for Reals, and I was finishing up my, I guess, past weekend vlog like I normally do. What I would show people what I did like within my last weekend or week, whatever, with my past events and stuff, just to give them an idea of the things that I've been involved in when it comes to hosting events and DJing and stuff like that. And it just had came across my mind a conversation that me and one of my boys out here was having the other night. After me and him got done hooping, we were sitting down for a bit. We was just chopping it up because, man, we ain't seen each other in a while. So we was just having a man-to-man talk, and the type of conversations I was having with him, or just the stuff that I was bringing up, like, he could agree that a lot of the people that he's surrounded by wouldn't really talk to him about those kind of things. Because I'm asking him about, like, is he saving? What he got going on? What he thinking about doing career-wise? Just all the little things that you don't really take into account because you hang around certain people that don't really hold you to a standard on a consistent basis, so you just continuously think that you're okay. So me and him was talking, and we just kept chopping it up, and it just brought me to a broader point, because I've had the same conversation with a lot of different dudes, and it always turned out to be in the same direction. So the point of this video is towards two groups of people: black women and black men. Because not only am I a black man, a lot of my friends are black men, because those are what I grew up around. But also a lot of my friends are black women, because that's also what I grew up around. And I see a lot of things, I hear a lot of things, I watch a lot of things. And after so long, you can't just say it's you're just saying that or whatever, because it's become a fact now that every time you say something, if it hurts somebody's feelings, then you wrong for saying it. Or if you say something and you can't prove that that's exactly how the person is thinking, then you're wrong, rather than them own up to the situation and try to better themselves by saying, look, this, you know what, let me put it like this. Let me start off with the men. I hope this video don't be too long, but if it is, too bad. If you watch it, you get something from it. You don't, that's on you. But I just figured I'd put it out there for the people that may want to listen. Black men. The majority of the times, we surround ourselves with bottom of the barrel niggas. And when I say that, it's because we're bottom of the barrel niggas. But you don't realize that you're a bottom of the barrel nigga until someone that's not bottom of the barrel holds you to a particular standard, and you do one of two things when that happens. You either remove that person from around you and shun them, or you try to step up to their standard, so to speak. So if you hanging around a bunch of people that really ain't got a lot going for themselves, they're never gonna really tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing, or try to push you to another step. And at the end of the day, you value yourself based on who you surround yourself with. So your measuring stick is these dudes who ain't doing better than you. So if you're making $200 a week and these dudes making $50 a week, you're not worried about taking that extra step, because at the end of the day, you just feel like, I'm doing better than these dudes. And women do it too. That's why they always say, okay, you'll have a woman who have one child with a dude who ain't worth nothing, but she won't see that as a mistake and try to better her life and not make that mistake again or whatever. What she would turn around and do is say, well, I'm not as bad off as that woman over there who got the 2 or 3 kids, and not realize that the situation you put yourself in is not necessarily a good one. So when I'm speaking to the men in this video, a lot of conversations that I've had that have just been broad, that I've tried to speak from my own experiences and everything, it all boils down to one of two simple facts. One, which is the majority of the time, men value their lives and everything else around them based on how much sex they can get. And the majority of the problems you find yourself in is based on chasing sex. And a lot of men watching this video right now can tell you that that is exactly what happened. So when you're walking around worrying about how you looking, how much clothes you got, and what kind of car you drive, and pretending you got this kind of money and all this other stuff, you continuously find yourself in situations that you really just shouldn't be in. And by the time you realize what kind of situation you're in, it's either too late or you stuck. And when I say stuck, I mean you got children all over the place, or you got your credit ain't worth nothing, or you ain't got nothing to show for it, and you about 40, 50. And it's pretty much a fact that the majority of these men out here are running around chasing sex rather than chasing power. And when I say power, I mean stacking your money, learning how, because other races don't, as a majority, go through the same issues that we have. It is because they position themselves better. They view family different than we view family. They would literally go out of their way to make sure that the mother and the father are in the home. Our situations are wrapped around the fact that we don't view a family nowadays in the so-called black societies or whatever is a mother and her kids. And I blame both sides of the fence, even though both sides of the fence don't always get blamed. The side of the fence that get blamed is that the guy isn't taking care of his kids. The other side of the fence, whether you like it or not, is that these women are out here opening their legs and having sex and having kids with no good men, or men they don't even know, or men that the majority of these kids out here are being born unplanned. There's no family structure. Most of these dudes, they don't even know some of these dudes' real name. Some of these dudes don't even know these girls from a can of paint. They just sleeping with them. Girl tell you she on birth control, so what you do? You snap, you no condom, you just wild, reckless. So the big picture here would be, are you or are you not going to value the things that you should be valuing? Because I've watched other races value teaching their kids and learning personally how the stock market works, how to save, how to budget, putting money aside, all these things. I've been in college times where my teammates would want to go to clubs and stuff like that or whatever, and some of the other guys on campus, or the other dudes, the white guys and the European guys and stuff or whatever, they wouldn't go because they say, okay, we studying for a test or we hanging around, whatever. And you would literally culturally see the black dudes gravitating towards chasing behind women, when these dudes, they would still be like after girls and stuff like that, but not as thirsty into that degree that it's a priority, so to speak. Because you've never seen anybody with money have a problem getting women. Anybody. I'm talking, you put money in Flavor Flav hand, you put money, I don't care who hands you put the money in, that dude has no problem getting women interested in him or to pay attention to him. So powerful men, women gravitate towards anyway. That's why Kobe, LeBron, Trey Songz, Kevin Hart, I don't care how tall, short, small, Hugh Hefner, I don't care how you put it. The majority of these dudes that got money or power or any kind of stability, they have no problem having women run towards them or gravitate towards them. So why is it that the majority of these men out here are either pretending or chasing behind women or just valuing? Every conversation you get in around guys is of a couple of things, and it always boils right back to just sitting there talking about women all day. And it's ridiculous. And if you don't see it as something wrong, I'm not saying don't talk about women or don't be having those manly conversations, because that's just part of the mind G code. That's what we do. We sit there, we talk about different things, and we, do it's out mild, so to speak, pissing contests where you talk about what you do, what you ain't do, whatever. But it doesn't always have to always revolve around being with women or whatever. And then the other side of that fence, when it comes to women out there, I'm not really, like I said, I'm not going to really talk heavily about the women's side of things, because I feel like that's more of a woman thing to do. Because when you speak about women from a man's point of view, I don't care how you put it, y'all just don't get it. And it's not that y'all don't get it, it's because y'all don't want to get it. Y'all have this thing where y'all take responsibility for the things that y'all want to take responsibility for, because the world is just set up to be in your favor regardless. And if anybody want to challenge that comment that I just made just now, leave it in the comment section. I'm not going to sit there and have a text war with you. If you want to actually challenge that comment, let's jump on video, excuse me, and we'll debate that actual statement. But I scroll down my timeline tons of times and see a lot of women who will just sit there and pretend that they in the most amazing situations, and they're absolutely happy and all sorts of stuff. You'll see one day a girl got a boyfriend and she flaunting him all in your face and all this other stuff and shoving it down your throat and oh, she this, she that. All just to make other girls either jealous or to make themselves feel more secure about how insecure they are. And then the minute they break up, all of a sudden niggas ain't this and niggas ain't that and all this other stuff. And then you got the other ones who got the biggest online persona as though their life is so wrapped tight. But then you know them, so you know it's not. So it's just it's one of those situations where you can't really look past it. But I just don't say nothing because it's not my business. I'm literally trying to pull myself out of holes and bad habits and all these other things. So the majority of these stuff you see me talking about or whatever, it's not because I'm pointing fingers. It's because I personally have found myself in a lot of these situations that I can look back at now and see the matrix and see the little green lines falling and stuff like that. And there's a lot of stuff that I watch online and everything like that too. Shout out to my dude Tommy. So at the end of the day, if you don't want to face facts, don't face facts. But the majority of these men out here are losing because you're out here chasing behind women rather than chasing behind knowledge, education, power, stability, and just your own grounds. You're not really working the system to the point whereas you can be an amazing dude, just you. What you're doing is chasing behind women, and then you find yourself in a situation you don't want to be in, and then you women are out here not really working towards being an amazing woman. You're out here competing with everything a man does. Oh, if he can do this, that means I can do it too, and pretending online and literally throwing your sexuality out there into the wind and hoping that it gets you some kind of attention to make you feel good about yourself, because any kind of attention, y'all have no problem receiving it. And then you think that 200 likes on your picture means you're important or someone really gives a damn about you. Nah, that's just the thirst of people that have no problem wanting to sleep with you. Your inbox is full for a reason, not because you're an interesting, amazing person. Nah, it's because you look like an easy target. And any real dude that knows you will tell you that. Plain and simple. Dudes don't chase behind hard targets, not in mass numbers. If plenty dudes just always just after you, it's because they feel like you're easy. And any dude will tell you that, because we don't like rejection. We got an ego. We're not going to shove ourselves after something that we could get rejected behind. But if it's easy, they'll fly after it. I've even seen anyway, I'm not going to say that, because then I've already had people that think that everything I say is directed towards them because they're guilty of what it is. So I don't want this video to be too much longer. I'm looking at it right now and it's already looking at about 12, 13 minutes or whatever. I just wanted to state my opinion. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm not asking you to. But I just wanted to get my opinions across, and I promised people that I would start posting more intricate videos just off my thoughts when I'm thinking about it. No script, no plans, no nothing. Just throw it out there. So I don't know how jumbled this video sounds or how crazy I sound speaking on it. But this is just one of a few that I threw out there, and this isn't the full grasp of how I feel about the entire topic, but you can let me know how you feel about it. Do you think that guys are literally chasing behind women too much and not valuing their lives and being better men by pursuing power and education and all this other stuff? Because the results show that there are more single parent homes now than actual parent homes, and other races are making us look really stupid when it comes to family values. You know what I'm saying? We got women out here running around saying they can do it by themselves, walking into situations just wanting a kid, don't care if the guy's in the house or not. You know what I'm saying? Being brought up in backward societies, so to speak, whereas women are being raised to never really had a man in the house to know what it is to respect a man. All you know is your daddy ain't shit, or however, like, I'm not even going to dig into it. I'm just going to leave this on the surface. If I need to come back and revisit this topic, then I will. But the family structure that everybody's being raised in nowadays when it comes to black women and black men is messed up. And if nobody want to address it for what it is and hold women accountable for the mistakes they're making and hold the men accountable for the mistakes they definitely making, then expect to keep going down that hole. But I'm sitting back now and I'm really starting to look at the things that I did and the way that I think and the people I surround myself with and stuff like that. And it's by the time we come out of our comfort zone and start pushing ourselves towards people that make sense and being embarrassed and having a sense of shame when it comes to not being up to par, instead of trying to just look at the people who are less up to par than we are and measuring ourselves based on what they aren't or are doing. So yeah, respond to this video if you want to. Like I say, if somebody take this video and put it somewhere else, my name is Epic for Reals. That's EPICFOREALZ. Add me on my Facebook page, my Twitter, my Instagram. I'm on all the social networks, even Skype. So if you want to respond to the video, go ahead. I have no problem revisiting this, but I'm not about to have a typing war with a bunch of internet gangsters who got all kinds of opinions but won't get on video and state their opinions educated or intellectually. So if you want to be stupid, be stupid. I just don't expect a response from me. But shouts out to everybody that stick behind me and do everything, so to speak. Oh, I'm getting distracted by messages. Yeah, shouts out to everybody that stick behind me and have been motivating me to do the things that I needed to do. And I'm literally on vacation right now, so I shouldn't even be recording this. But I'm enjoying myself, and I'm gonna live life the best way that I think I can. So shouts out to all of y'all, and I'd love to hear you guys' response. That's your boy Epic for Reals. I'll wait to hear you guys and see how much responses I get. It's gonna be interesting.